What were you thinking?
I thought I was protecting someone who needed it.
Jacqueline is a grown woman, and she's a married woman. She's made her choices. When did these become your problem?
She's my friend. And I hate to see her having to choose between a career that she loves and a marriage.
It's more than that, and that is why Massimo was angry.
Whatever feelings I had for Jackie, I have put aside. I just want to see her happy.
She's perfectly capable of making herself happy and taking care of her marriage. And what happens between her and her husband is between them. You should be smart and stay out of it.
You of all people should know that I don't like being told what to do.
Oh, I wouldn't think of telling you what to do.
Well, good, because I'm not in the mood. It's a very nice party. Good night.
Welcome aboard, sir. This just arrived for you from the Marone office in Paris.
Give us some ideas of where we're heading. Brooke, Logan, and our daughter were in our office 3 days ago. We'll have more information when you arrive. Set course for Paris, Captain.
Yes, sir.
Thank you.
Have I disturbed you, Brooke?
Oh, no, not at all. I'm feeling better than I have in a long time. I can't thank you enough. It's so peaceful.
That's what we wish to offer you. Guidance through difficult life passages. A time for quiet reflection. An opportunity to discover yourself.
That's why I'm here, Sister Madelaine. To make sense of everything that's happened to me and try to find a way to make it better.
Then perhaps it's time to find God's plan for you and allow it to happen.
Thank you. I wish it were that simple. But it isn't.
I tell you, man, Forrester does have a set of cojones on him, doesn't he? All right, let me get this straight. So he attacks you. Then he's got the audacity to actually try and seduce your wife at a family event?
He pulled my wife aside to try to poison her mind against me. He disrespected her, my family, my cousin, who is celebrating his engagement, and I'm the bad guy. Bartender, give me another drink.
You must. You see this thing?
Yeah.
This is because of Forrester. I don't know how the hell long it's going to be before I can walk across a room without it.
Well, if it had been me, he'd be in jail forever.
Yeah, well, I don't think it didn't cross my mind, but I couldn't do that to Bridget.
Look, she is engaged to my cousin, all right? And they happen to be in love.
Okay, that's a little non sequitur, but, you know, you strike me as the kind of guy that's been around the block and knows a little thing or two about love. So you probably realize that there's a lot of different types of love, right? I mean, there's the type that comes from, you know, knowing all the good and all the bad about somebody, and then there's the type that comes from, what's the thing, the pheromones, you know, like a fantasy love thing.
You think their relationship is a fantasy?
I think it happened pretty damn quickly, don't you? I think if Eric Forrester hadn't barricaded the door against me, it wouldn't happen at all.
Maybe, but the fact is that they are engaged, they are family, and that has to be respected.
But that still doesn't let Eric off the hook, does it?
No, my friend. That bastard's not off the hook at all.
Who's here?
Oh, you scared me.
What are you doing in here? Caitlin, isn't it?
Yes.
I knew they were bringing the gown up from the sewing room this evening. I wanted to see the drawings realized. Am I in trouble, sir?
No. When I was young, time didn't mean anything to me either.
I can't help myself, Mr. Forrester. When I was 2, my godmother took me to get my first color palette done. I couldn't get over the thousands of shades of materials. And by the time I was in kindergarten, I knew the difference between Allison lace and applique. I haven't looked back since. I guess I'm addicted to beauty.
You really love fashion, don't you?
Oh, yes. And now I get to work with the best. If you don't mind me saying, I think that this is the beginning of your most amazing collection ever.
How are the kids doing?
They're fine. Thomas has got them under control. Where's Dad?
Well, he didn't want to hear any more of my opinions regarding Mr. and Mrs. Marone.
He left?
He's crossed the line where Jackie's concerned, and this is going to be nothing but trouble for all of us.
You may be right, but isn't that something Dad has to figure out on his own? Nick, what's going on?
I want to let you know that I'm on the Marone Jet.
Why?
I'm going to see Brooke.
Listen, I thought we agreed to honor her wishes and stay put.
Well, I got some new information.
What information? You know where she is or not?
I got a lead.
So what, now you're just gonna swoop in and confuse her even more? She's still my wife, Nick.
And she's having my child, Forrester. I'll be in touch.
What's going on?
I need the Forrester jet right away, Mother.
Why?
Because Nick has gone to find Brooke and I'm gonna go after him.
No. You can't.
I had so many hopes for this child, for my family. And now they're gone. Through my own actions. I've hurt his future before he's even born.
Perhaps you shouldn't be quite so hard on yourself. Don't diminish what's happening. You're carrying a gift from God. If the child is healthy and loved, that is the most important thing.
He's going to be loved no matter what. But he's not going to have the father that he's supposed to.
I am not sure you are in a position to make that judgment. You are still grieving. You are pining for the husband you left behind.
My heart does break for Rich. For our dreams. But the truth is, I left for him, not because of him. That's why I'm here. I'm trying to make sense out of my whole life. Because everything that has ever happened has always led back to Rich. Everything. And now I just see a void where we should be standing. I have so much to be grateful for, and yet I feel so empty.
Love doesn't end just because you are not together. But that doesn't necessarily mean you're supposed to be together.
Are you saying that I was right to leave Rich?
That's not for me to decide. What about the father of the baby? Is he a bad person?
Oh, no. No, Nick is wonderful.
Does he deny responsibility for the child?
Not at all. He wants to be a part of the baby's life. And mine.
Well, that's certainly something to pay attention to, no?
I can't. I can't even consider it. Not now.
You don't have to. Now.
So you think Rich and I are not supposed to be together?
I am saying God is clearly keeping you and your husband apart.
Even if I find you, what would I say to you? What do I want to say to you? Forget the past and let today begin. Going back again. I'll take it to the end. Remember where we've been and where we have to go.
You know a lot about my work.
You're the premier designer in one of the premier fashion houses in the world. I'm just grateful to have the opportunity to learn from someone with your taste and experience. I mean, look at this design. It's just so live and energetic and fresh. The way you use the shapes and colors and materials.
Well, I don't believe in doing things on the cheap. If the aesthetic isn't there, it's not worth the effort.
You love beauty and women, and it's clear in everything you create.
You're way too perceptive, Caitlin. Loving women may be a fatal flaw of mine.
I doubt that, Mr. Forrester. From where I'm standing, you are one of the nicest men I've ever met. And from what I've heard, everyone else agrees.
Eric Forster is not going to interfere in my marriage. He's got an Achilles heel someplace, and I've got the connections to find it.
What is this connections stuff? You got me.
No, I don't think so. Deacon, you're too emotionally involved.
Oh, you're damn right I'm emotionally involved. That's exactly the point. You know, how quickly they forget. You seem to conveniently be forgetting the fact that you and I do have a bit of a history, don't we? I have been helpful to you in the past. Listen to me. I work for the guy. I'm positioned perfectly. He can't stand me. He's not going to suspect a thing. It's perfect.
Yes.
Yes? Yes.
Yes. Start digging. Go through his files. Find something. Anything. I don't give a damn what it is. Union problems, illegal immigrants, funding child labor, cheating on his taxes, kickbacks, what the hell ever it is, okay? Anything, just to make sure that Eric Forrester is brought to his knees.
Of course I can go after her. You can't stop me.
Please, you're reacting to what Nick said. Just stop and think this
There's
through.
nothing to think about, Mother. It's just impossible for me to stay away, that's all.
No, it isn't. It's painful, but it's not impossible. She's trying to do the right thing for everyone. Are you going to rob her of that chance?
Mother, look, whatever I do now, I'm going to hurt her in some way.
If you go running over there, you will, yes. You put pressure on her, and she may weaken, and then she'll have to make this decision all over again. You want to put her through that hell.
So he can go? He's got a free pass to do
There are
whatever he
no
wants?
free passes here. Don't you understand that? He's the father of the child. He has a stake in her well-being.
And I don't.
Not right now, you don't. She's trying to find out what she's really made of. You've got to respect that, and you've got to let her do it.
She's vulnerable now. She's fragile. She doesn't know which way to turn. And this bastard won't give her the freedom to breathe.
Well, have a little faith in her. Have a little faith she'll make the right decision. If she decides to be alone, or if she decides to make a family with the father of the child, then so be it. But there are other people who need you right now. People who love you, whom you love.
And who are we talking about?
Your children. Your children need you. Thomas needs your attention now, and so do the girls. My God, you're not even present when you're in the same room with them. I can't take your place.
So what are you saying, that I have to choose then?
I'm saying there's no choice.
I shouldn't go.
No, I'm sorry, you shouldn't go.
How the hell do I get through this then, huh? Tell me that.
With a little help.
You are a strong woman, Brooke. I can see that even in the few days I have known you. But you hear only your own yearnings.
Isn't that important?
When you swing from one wild emotion to another, you have no center, no bearings, no compass. You are here to take the time to build on your innate inner strength, to make the right choices, to make sure this life growing inside of you knows its father.
That's what I thought I was doing. Everything seems to lead back to Ridge. I still feel like this is his child. I can't let go of that certainty.
Or that wish, because you want it to be true so badly. But in this case, the truth is in the science.
And how do I accept that?
Acceptance is simply another part of faith. Let God guide your way.
I'm afraid I'm not very good at that part. Letting things happen without trying to turn them into something that I want. One thing I am certain of, though, is that I want to be strong for my baby. And the only way I can do that is I have to be strong for myself.
That's the first step to finding peace within.
Yes. Thank you, Sister Madelaine. I really needed to be here, away from outside distractions. I think it's the only way that I can figure out what I'm supposed to be doing with my life. Which way I'm supposed to be going with my future.
You don't have to find your future, Brooke. If you allow it, the future will find you.
Open up your eyes. Tell me what you see. Is there a place for me inside of you? Can we both forgive? Try to just forget the past and let today begin. I'm going back again. I'll take you to the end. Remember where we've been and where we have to go. Take a look around, look at what we found, and know that we can be what we want to be. I'm going back again. It's gonna be okay.